We just got our first look at what the P40 phones are going to be bringing us when they launch, and our first little teaser at something really quite extraordinary. The renders released by 91 Mobiles are extremely grainy, but they do confirm a lot of the leaks that we've heard already about the P40 phones. The curved screen that was leaked a long while ago now by OnLeaks is basically confirmed. It's quite hard to tell exactly how curved the display is on the sides and on the top and bottom, but it looks like the top and bottom at least are using more of a curved glass, like a 2.5D glass, rather than a curved display or a waterfall display, at least on the top and bottom. And on the sides, it looks to be a more reserved curve also. Just like the Honor V30 and the Nova 6, which are mid-range phones released by Huawei, it's using a dual cutout on the top left-hand side, and it looks really big. The really puzzling thing is the camera setup that has now been revealed. And yes, firstly, they are using the same design as we see on the Honor V30 that's been out for a few months, at least here in China. The 4 cameras are set up in a row of 3 and then one to the side. So obviously an ultra wide, a main, the periscope zoom, and what probably is the time of flight sensor. So here's the biggest problem that we have from this leak of the P40 Pro. The world's most renowned smartphone analyst Ming-Chi Kuo said that Huawei are bringing 10 times optical zoom to the P40 series with a new periscope camera. But without the addition of any other cameras, it leaves a huge gap between the main camera sensor and 10 times optical zoom. That means from 1x zoom all the way to 9.9x zoom. That would be digital zoom from the main camera sensor. This leaker online thinks that the P40 Pro won't use 10 times zoom at all, but actually use 5 times zoom. Ice Universe still thinks 10 times zoom is coming. However, this just in from EV Leaks today, a mysterious third model, an extra model, maybe a premium model if you want to call it that. And yes, this version does have a penta camera setup. This could actually be the version that uses the 10 times periscope zoom, according to GSM Arena, using a dual prism instead of a single prism in the 5X module. According to EV Leaks as well, this version could actually have a ceramic back and not a glass back like we see on the other phones. This would be a seriously premium device, a ceramic back and also an extra camera with that 10x zoom range. I think that would be a real competitor to the Galaxy S20 Ultra. Right now, we don't know how the P40 lineup is actually going to look when it comes to market. Definitely a P40, a P40 Lite, a P40 Pro, possibly also this premium model, but for right now, we just don't know. What's even more amazing from Huawei is the news that they may be using a completely different type of setup for the main camera sensor, something called a quad Bayer filter. Quad Bayer. 2 quads. Yes, apparently this is the name they've given it. So the brand new 52 megapixel main camera sensor will take 13 megapixel images using one of the quad Bayer filters, or it can use both of them and take 3.25 megapixel images too. This greatly reduces the resolution, but would make pixel size absolutely massive, apparently for better low light performance. So it looks like the P40, P40 Pro are evolutions for Huawei, not exactly revolutionary, and the P40 Pro Premium may or may not come, but it's definitely an exciting prospect. Huawei are also readying Huawei mobile services for the P40 phones, and this is way more important than any hardware that they'll add. This is the only way forward for Huawei, building a ring-fenced ecosystem on top of Android, sort of like the Apple ecosystem. This works for Apple, yes, but it's a completely different situation, and you can use all of the Google apps and services on iOS, whereas on Huawei you won't be able to. Subscribe for all the latest tech news and everything to do with Huawei. That's it for now, but I'll see you in the next one.